What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. Look, let me get right into this video. I have a couple of DMs, and one of the DMs basically, is saying to go check out this particular channel, who I'm not even going to mention who, because I don't really care, and I'm not targeting these people, and I had no interest in checking out what they were talking about. Um, but it says to check out this particular person's channel, and that they're explaining the same things that I'm trying to get you to see. Okay, double standard. Double standard, showing double standard, and making sure everything is discussed. Okay, but this is bogus. Okay, now again, I'm just not mentioning these guys. I don't feel like even talking about any of these guys. Okay, because like I said, they're not under attack by me, but when you come out your face and say something stupid, and I feel like speaking about it, I will. So now, when this person isn't talking crazy, they're trying to make a point that they don't realize. I understand what you're saying. You're not losing me. I understand exactly what you're saying. Okay, but I don't agree with the methods. I don't agree with what these other people are saying. It's as simple as that. There's nothing hard about understanding what they're saying. But they're inaccurate, and they're not bringing any proof to the light. So how many times do I have to say, or anybody else has to say, the same, keep saying, repeating the same thing over and over for you guys? These, like, the people who are not getting it are you that's making these claims. Okay. Now, basically, what happened was there's a particular channel that put out a video saying Ricio Suleiman finally speaks out about the Glovegate allegations. Now, you guys saying, oh man, this is getting thick. Oh, people who you thought they were, they not. This is like a drama, and talking about the rumors. Okay, here's the weird part about it. If I sat here right now and I said Errol Spence is juicing, you can tell. Like, if you look at his body now and look at his performance, he looks different. He has more stamina, right? Then I turn around and say, man, do you hear the allegations about Errol Spence? Anybody with common sense is going to look at me and it's like, what do you mean the allegations? You're the one who started the rumor. All these Glovegate nonsense, all these allegations were started by fanboy boxing channels. Nobody in mainstream boxing, I've been saying this for the longest. Nobody in mainstream boxing was talking about this nonsense. And you saw some fighters saying, oh yeah, I think Fury cheated. And these were all guys that were saying they wanted Wilder to win the fight. Okay. If you truly feel like this guy was cheating or whatever, I'm not, listen. My whole thing is this. It's one thing to even feel a certain way. But when you start expressing these things, it's just like if you work with a person, that person don't like you. They don't have to like you. You don't have to like them. But when they start to show in their job performance, in their judgment versus you, they're making up lies. They're trying to find ways to make you cost your job. Now we have a problem. So it's very difficult to work with someone that you don't like. So at the end of the day, when you guys are saying, oh, this guy didn't say this and they're not speaking about it. So basically what this, you're saying these things, but you're not looking at your own actions. What the guy was saying on the channel was that mainstream media feels like it's not even worth talking about. They're not even investigating this thing. They're all trying to speak in Tyson Fury's favor. And that basically they're even ignoring Marcellus Wilder, his own brother, who says that the doctor said that he put a dent in Wilder's skull. Okay. So let's look at a couple of things that's wrong with this. First of all, okay, as far as you guys talking about the double standard, you guys, okay, you guys don't hold yourself accountable for being hypocrites. Example, you're the same people that sat here and said AJ, even said AJ didn't look right in the corner, right? Before the fight, he just didn't look right. But then you're the same guys who made excuses, who said, oh, AJ made excuses. Because AJ had an interview and he was basically talking about he sometimes have anxiety before certain fights and stuff and, things of that nature. AJ never once said the reason I lost that fight is because I felt anxiety. But then you guys tried to give this narrative that, oh, he's saying indirectly that, well, that's the reason I lost. No, he said the better man won. Ruiz did what he was supposed to do. He won the fight. All credit to Ruiz. He never once said the reason I lost. He was talking about certain things. Now, the other thing you got to understand, when people do videos, they label the videos. AJ didn't label the video. So the person who labeled the video, oh, AJ speaks about why he lost or what happened that night, like what happened that night. That's the interviewers. Just like I'm making a video now. I don't label the video and then post that and then post the video. No, it all comes out. I label the video. You understand what I'm saying? So I could sit here and tell you I'm talking about the next Marvel Avengers movie. Oh, word? Click on it and I'm not talking about the Marvel Avengers. AJ, how you word something, but that will be me wording that. There's nobody else. If this is my video, so I have control of that. AJ doesn't label the video. So I remember the video like saying like AJ speaks about what went wrong and stuff. No, AJ never. If you watch the video, AJ, never once tried to give any indication that I lost because of anxiety. He never said that. He was just talking about sometimes you feel anxiety. Okay. Even a month ago, he got interviewed and they, what went on that night? And AJ said clearly, you want an excuse or you want the truth? AJ all along has been saying the better man won, regardless to what anybody else is saying. Okay. When Wilder got his ass kicked, these same channels said, nah, something was wrong. Something was definitely wrong where you could tell he kept blinking his eyes and he even said, okay, so wait. So Wilder didn't look right. He gets his ass kicked, but there's an excuse. AJ didn't look right. He gets his ass kicked. I mean, he gets his ass kicked, but it's a reason for it. Something went wrong. But when AJ gets his ass kicked, oh, he's making excuses, and Ruiz is just a better fight. AJ never made excuses. Show any video. Pull up any video where AJ is saying, I lost because I didn't feel right that night, or he said, I got hit with a temple shot. I never recovered from it. That an excuse? No, he's explaining to you. No, I want this shot. I just never recovered from it. Did you or did you not hear AJ in the corner saying, why do I feel like this? Like, what's going on? You understand? So even if he had anxiety, he's human. These things happen. Okay? At the end of the day, you guys, though, made excuses for Wilder for getting his ass kicked. Okay? And why is it that Marcellus Wilder need to speak up for Deontay? Here's the funny thing. Y'all said Mauricio Sulaiman, the videos, the guy saying he finally speaks up. Okay? Fury addressed it finally. What did I just say in my last video? Who's the one person who's still missing from this puzzle? Who? Torquemaster Wilder. And you know the funny thing about it? There's no investigation. There was no... He's saying it was swept under the rug. Okay. Marcellus Wilder, of all people, comes out and says, all these things, and this guy had the cheek to beat my brother, and he put a dent in his head, yada yada yada. Okay, Marcellus Wilder, you had 3 fights. You got stretched. These same channels that want to jump on here and brag and laugh at other fighters that they wanted to lose. Oh, they jump on here and marvel at that. Oh, yeah, see, I told you, man, that guy's this and that. He's not a good fighter, blah, blah, blah. He's overrated, yada, 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 this and this. You know, if you understand boxing, then you know that this guy can't this and that. Okay? You didn't hear these guys talking about you like that. You didn't hear these guys exposing Deontay's brother as being a hype job. You didn't hear that. Marcellus Wilder, you failed the drug test. These same channels are not, they wasn't eating that up. They didn't jump all over this and try to, they said right now it's allegations. You know, we don't know. Sometimes fighters take things, they're not aware of it, but you're the same fighters that's guaranteeing that Fury paid someone off to lie and say that he didn't cheat, paid the man to keep him quiet. And at the end of the day, what I'm saying, you're making it sound like you were there. You know that this is fact, not allegations that it's fact. But when it comes to the fighters that you like, there's nothing that I'm saying now that I haven't already said. So you DMing me to tell me that, you know, show me that this video, you know, the guy's basically saying the same thing I'm saying. See, here's what I'm talking about. There's nothing that you're going by that you know. All you're going by is what someone else said. And all they're going by is what someone else said. So again, the burden of proof is on the people making the allegations. You cannot sit here and say, I have proof. And then, where's the proof? Well, someone said, no. Where is the proof? Like, I could sit here and give you the plug on what channel said what. Well, like I said, I wasn't addressing them. I wasn't focused on them. I'm not focused on anybody else's channel. But when certain things are said, like I said, and I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. And if I feel like addressed it, then I will. When you are putting information out there with no proof, but speaking as if it's factual, then you're wrong. Okay? Somebody can say, people always change stories. I mean, I had a car accident, a car hit me. The witnesses said I ran the light and I smashed into the car. My front is not smashed up. Theirs is. My side is smashed. You hit me. I had the green light. Everybody changed their story. That was a witness. My story is the only one consistent. Something that lasts 3 seconds ends up being a 10-page. This happened, that happened, and I was coming from this way, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Then all of a sudden, but he can't. Well, no, if I was going that way, then the other side of my car would have been hit. What are you talking about? So all this lies. Yeah, people change stories. They lie. People just make up stuff. And like I said in previous videos, it's just the simple fact people can't accept the fact of what happened. There's no way he could beat him. There's no way. There's no way he could beat him. And that's all this is. So me watching this person's video didn't change my opinion on anything. What I'm saying is, okay, where's the proof? Like I said, now you see them having a photo with Wilder's glove with a circle around it saying you can see knuckle prints and fingerprints in Wilder's glove. So everybody can make the same allegations. So now what are you going to say? You're going to say that Wilder's photo is legit and Tyson Fury's is Photoshop? And then you always have some jackass who, oh man, why are you taking up for the white boy? Why you tell he's racist and look, first of all, this is not a race war. This has nothing to do with a race war. And I can give two shits about Tyson Fury. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not even a fan of his fighting. I think the guy can box. He's awkward. He can box. I don't like his style, but it works for him. I don't even care about Tyson Fury as a fighter. I mean, I think he's a good fighter, and he does bring a lot to the table. I think his resume is definitely overrated, overhyped, just because he beat Wilder. They're like, he's the best heavyweight. Oh my God, I don't see any way anybody can beat him. No, he can be beat just like anybody else can be beat, just like AJ can be beat and was beat. Wilder can be beat and was beat. There's nobody. I don't care how confident we are in ourselves. Everybody can be beat. So When you can pull off a Floyd Mayweather, a Rocky Marciano, or Joe Calzaghe, when you can do those things, hey, I I tip my hat to you. Especially when you have legendary names on your resume and you've beaten these guys. But people are still going to find a way to shoot you down, right? There's always going to be somebody, oh, Mayweather wasn't all that. Oh, this person wasn't all that. Oh, it's always the same thing, man. The same thing. So now, me watching this video didn't change anything. It just proves my point. All of you guys talking all this nonsense about everybody else, but when it comes to the people that you're fans of, no, you don't put them on blast. No, you don't say the same things about them. You didn't hear Marcellus Wilder's story all over the internet about, oh, he failed the drug test. It was just allegations when it was on Marcellus Wilder. It was just allegations. You don't care about Jarrell Miller, so you can blast him because what? We don't care about Jarrell Miller, right? So it's, oh man, he's a drug cheat, he this and this. You don't care about Adrian Broner, so it's okay to talk about his personal life and talk about all this other nonsense surrounding him, right? In a negative way, calling the man a bum, he's a piece of shit, he's a loser at life. Anybody who likes Broner is a loser at life. So you have people on your channel that's Adrian Broner fans, but you're telling them that they're losers. That's how you treat your subscribers. You're telling them that they're losers because they like Adrian Broner as a fighter. Anybody who likes Adrian Broner as a loser at life, you're a scumbag. The guy is this, he's that. Who the fuck are you? Who is anybody? This is what I don't do, is attack people's personal life. I don't go, oh, well, they said he raped the girl. And I don't like to get into those things, man. I don't like to get into those things. Because first off, when they are allegations, now Mike Tyson went to jail for rape. Do we know to this day that he did it? No. And the evidence that was, things that was said to me sound like bullshit. But hey, and it's not because of what I wanted to. It's not about what I want to believe. It's about what we can prove. We was not there. I don't know if he did it or not. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. I don't know. But the story sound like bullshit. One thing's for sure. Somebody called me 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, tell her, could you come see me for a minute? Or I want to see you. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't imagine myself, okay, I don't care who, what, oh, because it's a celebrity, oh, it's Mike Tyson, so, nah. So, because it's Mike Tyson, you was obligated, you couldn't say, hey, listen, Mike, it's late. Tomorrow morning, maybe around such time or something like that, or whatever. But just basically say, okay, story just sound like bull to me. But he went to jail for it. Who's to say that that man wasn't in prison for something that he didn't do? We don't know. But again, if you're a Mike Tyson fan and you want to believe he's innocent, then you're saying, oh, it's bullshit regardless to the evidence. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying overall, it just didn't sound right to me. It just sounds like BS. There's people going through trials all the time. And like I said in the previous video, how many times have every year somebody's released from prison for something that they didn't do? You done spent 25, 35 years in the can, and then all of a sudden now they find you innocent of the crime you was convicted of 35 years ago. It happens all the time. But like I'm saying, you guys are not holding yourself to double standards. You can't sit up here and say, AJ just got his ass whooped. But he wasn't right. But he just got beat. But when it's Wilder, well, you could tell something wasn't right. Oh, well, now it all makes sense, and he this and that. Well, then you got the fake skull. You got that's not a X-ray of Wilder's. I mean, come on, man. It's like I always use this Bigfoot reference because it kills me. We've never found the dead body, nothing, no proof. But there's people who will argue you down that Bigfoot is real. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot? No, but I've heard stories. Okay, but you can't guarantee me shit. Just because you use strong words, you say it with so much conviction, it makes it factual. Oh, well, I guarantee it because I've heard stories. Okay. Well, I'm going to go on record and say Godzilla is real. Okay? Believe me. Godzilla is not it's not CG, it's not graphics, it's not computer graphics. It's not a big rubber doll, a man in a rubber suit. No, Godzilla's real. Does that make, am I right? Am I lying to tell the truth? Does it come down to what you want to believe? So when I watched that video, it didn't change anything. It's the same thing. All you have to do is go through the fighter's library and you see these videos and you will see. Oh, it's okay. So Marcellus Wilder is not guilty. It's just allegations. We don't know that. Sometimes people take things and they don't know that it's in their system and this and this and this. But because you want Tyson Fury to be guilty, he's guilty. No, it's not how it works. And no one came out and said what Marcellus Wilder was using. Did you see a follow up video? Because I sure as hell didn't. So we still don't even know what Marcellus Wilder was on, but we know he was on something, right? Did you hear Marcellus Wilder deny it? And of all people, you're going to come forward and speak about people doing wrong in boxing? Did you come out and make a public apology? Did not know? Just swept under the rug, like y'all saying mainstream boxing has been doing. They're not even talking about it. You fucking fanboy channels are the ones that made this bullshit up. And you made enough noise that it got the attention of certain people. But again, Twerkmaster Wilder's not saying anything. He's silent as can be. He's twerking. He's singing and lighting firecrackers. That's what he's doing. He's yet to come forward. But are you guys saying, Deontay, why don't you speak up? Deontay, we got your back. We support you. Where are you at? We need you to speak up. No, you can't do that because you're the fucking ones who made up the allegations. You're the ones who made up this stupid story. And I'm tired of talking about this same thing, man. But you guys just won't leave things alone. You keep going in my DM. I'm not mad at you guys because you want to talk about certain things. But you guys keep coming on my channel, going in my DM, trying to, you're not going to change my look. My mind can change on something that I'm not sure about. I don't have enough information about. You guys are just overlooking the point. Everything I'm saying, all you have to do is listen with an open mind and use common sense. Everything I'm saying to you is factual. You can't find videos on these guys' channels and they're blasting Deontay Wilder, Marcellus Wilder. All they do is come to their aid, make excuses for them, and then try to scream it's racism, it's this, is that, because they're not talking about something that you guys want to fucking push, a narrative that you want to push. I mean, I don't understand how you can be in a dressing room with another fighter, watch his hands get wrapped in everything, but somehow he magically mounts a piece of metal in his glove. Nothing falls out of his glove at the end of nothing. The gloves are given back. Look, come on, you guys like stop it, man, with this nonsense. With just understand something. No matter how many videos you make about a glove gate, no matter how many still shots you take and draw little red circles around them and put the word proof over there, it's not going to take that L off of Wilder's record. It's not going to put the WBC strap back around his waist. He lost. He has to redeem himself in the rematch. It's boxing. But all of this, but this guy's doing this and that, and it's not a double standard. But not one time have I heard you guys forcing and pushing the issue so we can find out what Marcellus Wilder had in his system. I don't hear you guys getting angry at Wilder because he won't open his mouth and speak and defend himself. He has to get his little brother to come out here and talk for him. Certain things you don't need to say. Wilder should be telling Marcellus, hey, look, keep quiet. Don't even worry about it. Because, see, if Wilder come out and start making these allegations, he has to have proof, too. But these allegations didn't come from Wilder. They came from you fanboys. So how could you ask him to speak about it when these allegations come simply from you? You guys couldn't possibly be on the same page. Because if all this is going on, you really think Wilder would be silent? Especially with his ego and him saying he don't even see why Fury is the champion. Do you really think Wilder would be sitting here this quiet? What did Wilder say when he watched the fight? He said, I still can't believe it. I'm watching like I was like a zombie in there. Like that wasn't me. Fury knew that wasn't me. I don't even see him as the champion. Did you one time hear him say, I think Fury cheated? I think Fury had an object in his glove. Something wasn't right. Nothing. Nothing. The excuses he made up was about a stupid, goofy ass heavy costume. That was his excuse. Not Glovegate, not poisoned water, none of this nonsense. None of this. All the snakes he was supposed to be exposing. Who did he expose? I'm cutting the grass, so I can see the. Okay, so who got fired? Who got fired? Who got fired? See, anything that comes out of his mouth that he doesn't bring proof of and bring light to the situation, you guys leave it alone. Anything that this guy doesn't say, you guys make excuses and you won't leave it alone. But again, when it's a fighter that you don't give a shit about, even though he's a black fighter, it don't matter. You guys are thrown under the bus because it's a black fighter you care nothing about. And then anybody who's not on board with you guys get upset. You wanna, oh, these people don't understand what we're doing and what we're trying to do. Everybody is not on the same page with you guys because you guys, in all honesty, these other channels, and I'm just being blatantly honest, you guys are toxic, man. You guys don't understand. We're focusing on boxing. You guys don't even like Anthony Joshua because he's British. So even though he's black, you don't see him as black because he has a different accent. You guys don't even give a shit about Anthony Joshua. You don't care about Dillian White. You understand what I'm saying? Adrian Broner's a black American. You don't give a shit about Broner. You guys say things like, I don't like Floyd Mayweather as a fighter. As a person, I can't stand him as a person. Have you ever met Floyd Mayweather? No. Do you know him personally? No. What do you mean you can't stand him? How could you know? I don't know Floyd Mayweather. I don't know any of these guys. You understand? Some people have attitudes, a certain air about them that is like, I don't really care for the guy. Like, when I say that, it's not, I don't know you. Some people just kind of push you away. Like, hey, guys, kind of. I'm not trying to get close to you like that. I don't know Deontay Wilder to say I dislike that man. Deontay might be a cool dude and off camera. He might be a cool. I don't know. But the bullshit that I see him do that I don't like, okay, whatever. But then you guys want to take it and make it acceptable. You want to force it down our throats like, nah, man, no, it's not like that. Okay, so for these channels, you're not demanding that Wilder speak up and say something to defend himself, like I said, because you guys are the ones who made up the rumors. But nobody's saying, Deontay, why are you not speaking? Why are you not saying nothing to come to your defense? Why is your little brother talking for you? Marcellus Wilder, what was he taking? What? See, this is what I'm saying. It's not double standard. You guys are hypocrites. And just my point, you prove my point even more when I say things about people coming to DM me. These are not even my subscribers that's doing this shit. These are people that, because we're on other channels and we're discussing something. Like I said, there's somebody who may say something and I might address that like yeah, I feel where you're coming from. And we're relating, and then they see the comment, then they'll go and who is this guy? And they'll look, and then they want to come in my DM. Like we might even have a conversation on that page first, but then they want to, on that channel, then they'll come up to my DM to, nah, man, what I'm trying to say is yada, 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 or whatever. And I guess like it's because they'll see me and realize, he black too, okay. Look, man, like I said, man, we keep talking all this conspiracy theory nonsense. We keep trying to make everything a race war. I mean, whoever does it. Like I had even like when Bernard Hopkins got beat by Joe Calzaghe. And I remember it was some white guys on there. Oh, remember when Bernard Hopkins said, "Oh, never let a white boy beat me. Yeah, racist piece of shit. Oh, the motherfucker fucked you up." And I'm like, now, even though Bernard had said that years before he got his ass kicked by Joe Calzaghe, yeah, I didn't think that was a necessary comment with boxing. We don't need to make this shit a race war. Joe, what I'm saying, if Joe had said some bullshit, yeah, I'd have addressed it. I addressed it when Bernard said it. Like, man, just keep it boxing. We're trying to fight for peace and change. Black people are still fighting for civil rights in this country. Civil rights. We're trying to just be treated equal. That's all. We're not trying to push a race agenda. This is why I'm saying keep it boxing. We don't need comments like that from nobody. We don't need that shit. So I'm wrong for saying we don't need that. Well, where was all these fucking, where was all the brotherhood when these motherfuckers was making these racist comments? And I told him, I said, hey, Bernard said what he said, and I don't even think that that was a necessary comment for him to make. But how the fuck you calling him a racist and you calling the man a piece of shit, racist piece of shit, this, and bragging, oh, he got beat by a white guy. Well, you American? Joe Calzagi's not. Joe Calzagi's not. Even though y'all both got white skin, Joe Calzaghe don't see you as whatever nationality he is. You guys are not the same nationality. You a fucking Yankee to him. You understand? I'm not what I'm saying. People they call Americans Yankees. You understand what I'm saying? You think Joe Calzaghe? No, you're not. You don't celebrate whatever his nationality, whatever he celebrates, and all the whatever things that you don't. You guys are. You understand? You're a white American. His skin is white, but he's not American. So I made the whole point of you guys don't support black American fighters, even though they're Americans. You cheer for guys from other countries, whether their skin is white or whatever. You just want to see black fighters lose. So where was all this black support then from these guys? And I didn't address these people because I just felt like being optimistic. No, it's like you guys are running your mouths and calling people racist. I even came to Deontay Wilder's defense. Not his, put it like this, not so much his defense, but the point of what he was saying. Well, what was said about him when he made the comment about the war is us, like the war is just begun and all whatever, and making it like it's this American versus Brits or whatever. However, my whole thing was people was calling him a racist piece of shit and this and that, and they just can't accept the fact that he got beat by a white guy and this and that, and I'm just like, see, again, another American, white American, running his mouth to defend another guy that looks white but is not American. So again, no. If I don't look at a fighter like I don't rock with this fighter because I feel like skill he's not that good, okay. You guys that are not don't like Wilder or don't like a black fighter because I'm gonna go with the guy that looks white even though he's not American. What am I saying? You guys are talking about us and them, but yet you're separating yourself because our skin colors are different. See, all of this nonsense is what I'm saying. You guys are so quick to pass judgment and talk about I'm fighting for the black agenda. I don't know. You guys want to make something a race war and want to make excuses for certain people. I'm saying keep it boxing. That's all. That's all. So no, nothing has changed in my opinion. And anyway, that's all I'm going to say in this video. I'll catch y'all on the next one.